Hello, this is Eric from Feature Design Group. Today we'll be looking at our WordPress Online Contract. Please see the description of this video for purchase and demo links. First, using the demo link, you can log into the demo WordPress site using the username demo and the password, as noted in the demo login screen. Once you log in, you'll see the familiar WordPress dashboard. Our plugin creates a new dashboard widget that allows you to display all of the contracts you have open. You can see their signed and unsigned statuses here. From here, you can click the individual contract to be sent to the edit window. However, for this demo, we're going to use the contract menu located on the admin navigation. Click the contract icon to see your options. From here, you can once again see your contracts and their signed and unsigned statuses. If you are just installing the plugin, there will be no contracts for you to see, and you would need to set up your options in order to continue. To do this, on contract options in the admin navigation, from here, it is pretty self-explanatory, but here are the details for what you'll need to know to properly set up your contract settings. All of this information is used for every contract, regardless of the contract template. First, you set up your business or agency name. Add your contract terms. In our business, we usually do 1/2, 1/3, 1/6, or 1-year contracts. Here, we would add 1/2, 1/3, 1/6, or 1/12, respectively. This means that you expect to be paid in thirds, half and half, or whatever you may need. Only fractions are allowed here and will be used throughout the contract to do math to calculate payment times and down payment if you require. Your currency symbol and currency type are used in payment and information dollar amounts. They are required and can be in any format that you use. Next is the free payment add-on that we added to the plugin. PayPal was selected because of how often it is used. Other optional add-ons are available or will become available soon. You can see the available add-ons in the Need Another Payment Method section. Also, just as a note, you can add a simple form to any page on your site that allows your clients to initiate the contract. Just copy and paste the client add shortcode onto the page and let them do the work for you. Of course, you will have to finalize and approve the newly added contract, but it will save you a bit of time. This shortcode can be found on the right side of this page. Next time I'm going to talk about the Edit Contracts link in the admin navigation. This section allows you to upload HTML using our shortcodes or using WordPress editors to create your own shortcodes. Our shortcodes can be found at the bottom right of the screen. You can place them throughout the contract where needed to give you more control over the look and dynamic content. We provide 3 contracts preloaded with our plugin. 2 of these are real contracts that we use on a daily basis. The third is a demo for all the shortcodes. If you want to make a copy on your own without the editor, just click the View Source button to see how we did ours. Copy, paste, change up a few things, and upload using the File Upload section of this screen. Once you have uploaded a new contract, you can now modify it using WordPress's editor. So if we click on Edit this contract, let's go ahead and hit OK. It'll show you the web design contract that we created. And you can either edit in visual or text mode. You have our client name here, project name, business name, project name. So this information is using shortcodes that you can see on this side of the screen. If you want to use WordPress's editor, simply create a contract like you would a post or a page. Add images, formats, etc. like you normally would. Just don't forget to add the shortcodes where they are needed to make your contracts dynamic. Once you are all good, just save the changes. Lastly, we need to edit or add a contract. Click on the Add New link in the administration navigation and add a title to the contract. So for now, we'll do Test Contract. This is not needed on the front end, but will help you sort through the contracts later. And all of the pertinent information you will need for this contract, like contact name, business name, etc., can be found here. So I'm going to go ahead and set up this contract, and let's just say the due date is end of this month. And the client name is test person. The client email address is testemail1234@yahoo.com. The project name is project name. Project amount, monthly payments. Let's just say this can either be a total if you're doing a third and a third, or a half and half, or something like that. So let's just say we're going to type in 5600 as it is in the example, and this really depends on your payment schedule. And see, this would be more or less what we'd use for monthly payments. So we'd have a 6-month contract with a $5,600 a month payment, or a 12-month contract with $5,600 a month of payment, or if we want to do a third and a third and a third, or a half and half, or just one flat payment. So we're going to do a third right now. So it is split it up because we're not going to select the maintenance contract type. We're going to select the web design contract type. The difference between the maintenance contract type and the web design contract type is that the web design contract uses shortcodes that the maintenance contract uses shortcodes that's not used in the web design contract in order to calculate the monthly payments compared to the overall payment. Let's just say we charge $150 an hour, and the signed by and signed by on is going to appear on the contract. This is where you need to put your name, and it's basically going to add a real signature to your contract with the signed by date, like if as if it was a real contract. So they signed their side and your side's already signed using a script font from Google. So you just type in your name here, say it was signed today, and since I have PayPal set up on Stripe payment set up, which you could add as an add-on, I'm gonna go ahead and type in that out of the $5,600, I want them to pay $1,000 up front. Then down here, I can click to send this contract to a client, send a notification whenever they view the contract, and just as always, you will be notified whenever they sign the contract. But this right here will give you, every time they view the contract, you'll get a notification. So for right now, we're going to go ahead and publish this out. If you look right here, you can see the visibility of it is public right now, but we can also password protect this link. So whenever the client gets the link, they'd have to put in a password to be able to access it, or we can just use it as public, so they click on the link and it brings them straight to it. So it depends on how you're using it, and whether or not it needs to be secured for them to see it, or it can just be open. Either way, it's not going to be listed in Google, and there's no other way to find it unless they have that link. So it just gives you an extra layer of security if you needed it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK for this, and we're going to publish it out. Now that we've saved the contract, either the client will get an email notification, or you can send them the link directly. Before we move on, please note the contract signed section currently is waiting on a client to sign the contract. Let's view the contract and see what happens when a client does sign it. So we're going to click on view the contract, and I'm going to go ahead and open a new tab so I can keep this window open to show you what happens. Okay, so this is based on the web design template that I showed earlier, and this is the shortcodes that was put in there. Obviously, I spelled project name wrong, but that's okay. I can go back in there and change it later if I have to. So I'm gonna go ahead and scroll down, and you can see all of the stuff. And this is one of the contracts you would get with it. It's something that my company has used forever, and we wrote it ourselves. It's been approved by multiple lawyers. It's a very solid contract. So if you are a web agency, you already have something to go with. Alright, so this is all the information that was put in, yada yada yada. Now we go down and we see that this is the name that I put in, Eric FTG, and it was signed today. Electronically signed, just note it in the contract, so this signature will be valid in a court of law. Now, as a client seeing this, they'll see this box right here, whereas you can see whenever you mouse over it, the icon turns into a pin. Well, this is because this is where they would sign at. So we're going to go ahead and sign here. And you can sign here using a mouse. If they're on a tablet, they can use their finger, or if they're on their phone, they can use their finger again. But the contract that you're seeing right now is completely responsive, so you can view it on any device. Now, once we save the contract with the signature, the IP address, signature, and timestamp will be recorded. They will also be able to print, view the PDF, or pay online using PayPal or one of our payment add-ons. You will also receive a notification of a signed contract. Now that the page is refreshed, you can see that their options down here change from the save or cancel into print this contract, create PDF, pay with PayPal, or pay with Stripe. Since we have the Stripe add-on module included in our demo, this is one of the options. If you don't purchase this separately, then you will only have the PayPal option if you choose to have it. If you don't, you'll just have these two options. Now, if we click on the Create PDF, it opens up a new window. And it generates a online PDF that they can print, they can save, they can do anything they want to it. And if you scroll down, it holds your signature as well as the signature they sign with, as well as the IP address, the date they signed it, everything. So let's close out of this and let's go back to the contract management screen. So this is the contract that we just signed. Currently it's still saying, it's waiting on it to be complete. So I'm gonna refresh the screen. And you can now see the signature is in the contract signed section. If something is wrong, you can simply uncheck the signature and save the contract, open it back up. So if they sign the wrong name or the wrong person signs, or if they missign, anything like that, you can just check this box or uncheck this box, hit update, and it opens the contract back up so they can go in there and re-sign it and basically go through the motions all over again. Well, that is it for this tutorial. We hope you enjoy our WordPress Online Contract plugin. If you'd like to see all of our plugins, please visit the download section of our website, futuredesigngroup.com. Thanks for watching.